What is up? We are live. We are here today, joined by Pepper Tony. We got Scott. We got Mike Rob. How's everybody doing? Like I predicted, Dalmation live this week. I didn't know if it'd be today or tomorrow, but we got him. We're gonna go more into that. We'll break down all the structure and everything. 101 Dalmatians. Absolutely. It's a fun contest, but we will break that down after the intro.
Hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls indecent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains from late season voids. He's dropping all the flames. Bestball Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who? Hey, thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, names, games. Degen wrath of fuse, stone age torment remains. Bestball eternal, in remains infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs screaming, Cayman chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafted through the veins.
All right, so let's look at the good one first. The big Dalmatian. We're not going to do this one today, but this is probably my favorite contest throughout the entire year. It's a 101 entry or $101 entry, 3 max, 2,760 entrants total. So what is that? 980, like 9,800 people total if everybody maxes it, something like that. It's somewhere around there. But first prize, 30K, second, 20K. It's a 4 of 12 advance, 1 of 5, 1 of 8. So week 16 is definitely the heaviest weight with a 23 seat final. So when you get to a finals, you get a grand. So you more than 3 extra money to get to the finals. It is a 1 of 5, 1 of 8, but it is one of the better tournaments for advance rate that we have. We got a 4 of 12, which is awesome. That's 25% into a 20%, and then into a, what is that, 12.5% on this one. So, but you're playing for, out of 23 people, 30,000, 20,000, 15,000, 10,000, 9,000. So the top 15. So as long as you're not bottom 8 in the finals, you get $3,000 or more. I like how it's got a really solid, like, progressive structure. Like, and if you get a top 5 team, you're walking away with $9,000. If you have a top 10 team, you're like a top 9 team out of 23 teams, you get $5,000 coming back. I absolutely love a final structure like this. Get rid of the gigantic 100,000 to first and all of these numbers being smaller. This is what I like. This is my favorite tournament structure of the summer every year. And then we got the little Dalmatian. That's what we're going to draft today. We're gonna mess around with it. We're gonna play. It's a fun contest. Like, you're just in there doing some stuff. Most people are just gonna throw some ranks in and auto draft a bunch of these. I don't think I'm going to do that. I would rather do other things than do that. Like, I would rather do 10 eliminators than to max this with ranks. I will throw 10 or so. Like, I will live stream a couple of these. But it is a 3 of 12 advance into a 1 of 10 and a 1 of 6 into a 470C final. So it's a gigantic final size. 20K up top for a $1 entry is actually pretty legit, right? Now like, you have to finish top 8 to get a grand back, but that's 100, like, that's 1,000 times your money back. Like, top 8 out of 470. So it is rough, but it's fine. Like, $20 to get to the finals. So if you max this and you get to the finals, you still lost 5x money, right? So to get your money back, you got to get top 30, right? Out of 470 people. So it's less than 10% of the people make their money back even when they get to the finals. So honestly, I don't think it's a great structure at all. But it is a $1 contest to where you can turn the $1 into over $1,000. Myself, I don't love the structure, but I don't mind like throwing $1 tournaments out there for fun. Like I like volume drafting. So this is for me because I like volume drafting, but I also don't love the structure altogether. What's going on? Sweet Leaf. Yeah, like I don't love it, but that is what we're going to draft to start at least. We made the thumbnail, so we're going to draft a little Dalmatian and we're going to jump in 15 seconds.
Bestball Degens the rest. We never leave the ride. Fury, endless, X, relentless, fantasy, reigns, who wins, immortal.
All right, waiting on one. Let's get the background music popping. We'll turn it down a little and we'll play this one, since this one usually plays a little louder. So I did get in. It kicked me out for some reason. I got the Best Ball overlay back up. And by the way, if you guys don't have Best Ball overlay, you could use it for promo code WHO. I haven't went. So after the Poodle thing, my Bowers exposure went to 16%. That's not an accurate representation. I just haven't removed the Poodle from these exposures. I'm just going to be aware that that is not actually correct. Like it is definitely correct, but it wouldn't be, right? So we got Davis Maddock in here at the 10 hole. Why does it look weird? Why did they change the size of everything? I don't know, but we got the 107. We got Game Tied at the 5. We got King Kaleri at the 4. We have, I think that's it. I think that's everybody that watches. Good luck, y'all. The 3 of us might advance. It's going great, Quill. How are you doing? The MLB drafts went pretty awesome. If anybody cares, we can. This I could get behind. For the memes, right? Pull up Rashee Rice to the 7 just for the memes. It's a $1. It's a $1 laugh, right? Other than the 312, this is a puppy 3 warm up with the 1 of 10, 1 of 6. That's a good point. The puppy 3 is probably going to have much better finals like numbers, right? I probably won't do that. We'll just take a Jonathan Taylor share here. I do prefer Amon-Ra, but we're going to go ahead and go JT on this team. Doing okay for a Monday. Oh, well, that doesn't sound like you're actually doing okay. Like that sounds like you're really not happy with the day, but you're okay. But you're gonna survive. All right, we got so I don't have a lot of Brown with Taylor, so we'll go ahead and do that. I really like these 2 RBs. I do prefer the double anchor wide receiver. Like I like 2 of them by round 3. Going double anchor like this, it does make me less likely to take Scatabo. There are some RB or wide receivers I don't mind at 42. I haven't got my rankings reset for the members, but that's because we did the MLB stuff. Tomorrow morning I will. I've got a pretty busy day because we're doing the members stream after this later tonight. Oh, you're off work. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it can't get much better than not working, right? I missed the beginning. No, I did not. I said that I'm really happy this is out here because I just want something to do that's not a $10 or $20 content thing. Like, do I mind doing some of them? No, I really don't. Like, but I do want to, like, I'm probably going to do only one Dalmatian on stream. The other, like, I'm definitely doing one Dalmatian as a video. So we're going to do a video on one of them for sure. Who about to hit like crack? Yeah, did you see the thumbnail? The thumbnail's pretty sweet. Yeah, so the members only stream today. We're going to do a Best Ball Mania to where the members get to tell me who to pick. Just talk in chat. The name I see the most, I might not count right, but the name I see the most, we're going to draft. And then at the end of the draft, members are going to decide if they want to opt in to the wheel. And we're going to have either 3, 5, 10, or 20 members share equity, like if finals equity of the team. If the team gets to the finals, it'll be equity of whatever the finish is. 50% of it will be to that many members. So, like, some people could opt to just not do it. Like, I haven't fully decided. We'll that'll be a vote on the number. But if it ends up being a 5 or 10, like, or if it ends up being a 3 or 5 on the wheel, I am going to make it to where if that's what's rolled, we're going to do another one later in the year. But if it if people want to do the 3 or the 5, like splitting the equity, if you get rolled, you're not eligible to roll on the next one. Is kind of what it'll be like. I've never actively auto drafted anything. I've auto drafted a couple things, just to kind of see how my rank, like on drafters. I done a couple of the $2 last year. I did like a batch of 3 or 4, adjusted the ranks, did it again, and I wrote down which ones they were, and none of them did well. But the guy who got second in the main auto drafted 150 of them, so it must be that I suck, like, right? It must be a me problem. All right, so it does show, like, okay, it does look good here. So for the audio listeners, we have a 0-2-2-0. We have Jonathan Taylor, Chase Brown, Rashee Rice fell to 31. That is fun. And Terry McLaurin. I'm smelling a Jaden Daniels, Patrick Mahomes team. I don't know about you. Your ranks are worse than Kyler. Did I fill in the blanks correctly? Did I nail it? Let me know. Well, like last year, my ranks had a bunch of people who got hurt high, so it was never going to work out. All right, so DeAndre Swift would be an absolute smash if he falls to us. Do we want... I'm going to go ahead and take DJ Moore here. Yeah, we're going to take Christian Watson because I don't have any of him with Rashee Rice. And I do honestly prefer Watson slightly to DJ Moore. Like, if he stays healthy, he's going to fully smash. I only did 9 of these last year, which is surprising to me. Definitely will be doing more than that this year. The rooms were pretty plus EV. Yeah, because everybody, like a lot of people just put in ranks in auto. Never have auto draft either. Doesn't sound fun. Well, yeah, I don't have site credits. I was just doing it to like play around with things. So Jaden Daniels goes. That is unfortunate. So let's go ahead and build out this. I don't have any Tyler Warren with Jonathan Taylor. That's wrong. So let's go ahead and do that. That feels fun. I thought I would have for sure have done that. But I don't have a lot of Taylor either. So there's that. Hey, if you guys are just popping in, if you can smash the like, go ahead. I've heard that, like, a lot of people have been saying that. And, like, just go back to last year in the playoffs. Like, which Bears was it that was smashing in the playoff? Let me go down the list. Cole Kmet. Nope. DeAndre Swift. Not really. Kyle Monungai. Not really. DJ Moore. Absolutely. Colston Loveland. Absolutely. Luther Burden. Okay. Roma Dunze. Okay, but hurt. Like, the same stuff is being, like, the stuff was being said about Devontae Adams last year going to the Rams. It's like, oh, maybe he's washed. Like, DJ Moore has never had a quarterback like Josh Allen. Like, he just never has. He wasn't washed last year. I started the offseason with Christian Watson at the 4-5 turn, and it kind of feels like I was wrong to move him back down. So now I do really like the DJ Moore price. I think that he's a really good price. I don't want to end up well under the field on him like I am currently, but I do want to make sure that I get I want to be. I definitely want to be at least 7%. I don't think he's washed. I don't think he's close to washed. I think that's people just trying to justify something that they don't want to do. All right, so Caleb Williams is falling back here. This room is taking all of the, like, they're letting all the quarterbacks fall, huh? Let's double stack Green Bay. Let's go ahead and double stack the Packers. We've double stacked the Colts already. I was pretty close to just taking Herbert there. And then backstacking Rice, or backstacking the Chargers. So basically everybody on that end is auto drafting, right? Which is bad because that means all these quarterbacks are going to go. So do I want... Yeah, let's take Godwin. So hopefully, because that whole back end went incredibly fast, so they're definitely auto-drafting over there. I want to get my exposure. Yeah, I like the fit. I think it's good. We all want to win, but the interaction and community is what brings me back. So the ranking and auto-drafting is a way to tout your model, I guess, but not fun. How are we doing, Breaking Bestball? Dalmation season is here. I think I'm going to hold off until they drop the puppy 3. Like I said, I don't love the puppy or the little Dalmatian structure, but I'm also doing content, and I also need a save bankroll for the good contest later. So I'm going to draft a little Dalmatian here. Probably do 2 of them and then something else. We're doing a BBM later on members only, so that should be fun. DJ Moore isn't washed. He didn't get signed by Giants to hide Neighbor's injury. Yeah, like that's a fair point. All the washed receivers are there. Like, what does that say about DeAndre Hopkins that he's not there? You know, I don't know if Hopkins has even tried to get signed anywhere, but maybe he wanted to hang it up. I never heard anything on it. But I might do an eliminator next. I might do another. I think I'm going to do one more of these, and then we might do an eliminator as the third draft. I remember DJ Moore being the most reliable receiver on the team last year. Exactly, right? Let me find it over here in the fanspeak guide. So we're gonna take Love and welcome Dark Side. W for Omega with the gifted. Welcome.
Welcome to the Who Crew.
That gives you access to the what's going to be I think it'll be a super fun members only stream tonight. I think I might run that same idea twice a month. It may not always be BBM, but it will definitely always be. Well, do I take Kittle? I think I just locked this up because I assume most people are auto drafting. I need to make sure I have two quarterbacks for sure. Slap that like, fellas. Absolutely. But yeah, tonight's definitely going to be a BBM. It might just be a BBM every time because with the split equity thing, it's just more fun. Like, it would be way more fun to have that sweat at the end. Hootie? Who? Says JT. How's JT been? Glad to see that you're back, hanging around the community. Had a fun time last year with you. Glad to be a part of the crew. Yeah, I mean, you get access to all the sweet-ass emojis. Like, I ain't gonna lie, they're the best in the business. That's how I feel. I feel like they're the best in the business. Maybe you guys don't. I think they are. So, Dalton Kincaid would be really fun. Jaden Higgins is probably the best overall pick because it's finals bring back stuff. And I already have Tyler Warren, right? So he goes. Kincaid's ADP's down there. Let's go. I'm going to take Kincaid here over Mark Andrews. I do have Mark Andrews ranked higher. I think that's wrong. I think Kincaid should be. For sure, I should be around the rest of summer. June was crazy month with the end of school and a couple of vacations. Absolutely. What's up, Bayou Bengal? If you guys aren't subbed to him, go give him a sub as well. Did you see the extremely interesting and insightful chart I posted? It was extremely insightful and interesting. I peeked at it, but I was drafting baseball at the time and also sure. Sure, let's do it. Let's take a Keaton Mitchell share. I did it, guys. I did it. I did the thing. But it was how many games, how many common opponents every team has, right? The second one, I couldn't zoom in on enough to see what it was. But the first chart was like, I disagree. I still think he's one of the worst clicks on the board. I'm not going to be convinced otherwise because I've done my research on it. I don't care how many wanted posters he had up. Like, we're not drafting Alec Ingold, you know. He had a wanted poster up too. So, like, but I do want to be in on the Chargers offense. And I'm not going to get him, like, past ADP very often. Yeah, exactly. I did my own research. And my research says Keaton Mitchell is a bad pick at 140. Yeah, it's gonna. People are already auto drafting it. Yeah, exactly. Click like I do, but I don't want zero Keaton Mitchell. I liked him the last couple years. All of these tight ends are available. All of them. Yeah, sure. We'll take another tight end. The team's dead anyway. It has Keaton Mitchell on it. So like this room has absolutely annihilated RBs all the way through. That's why I went with the Keaton Mitchell pick there. Generally, you can get Woody Marks over here. And C-Rod's been falling to that pick quite a bit. I was kind of hoping to get one of those guys. And then I don't hate the Pacheco pick, although this is after ADP for him. We'll go with Algier, though. Algier should get in the end zone a couple times. He's a pretty good fourth guy with this combination up top. Egbukins or Pickens this year? I'm pretty out on the Egbuka price. So I think it's clearly Pickens. I kind of have Egbuka more in the late fourth than the late third. So I think there's like a 20 pick difference between Egbuka and Pickens. That's the thing. Like, the hype train is too high. He just goes too high. Wow, third string running back super early. Right, which one? Keaton? Right? So, like, the community loves Keaton Mitchell. And I like Keaton Mitchell, but his price is not correct. Like, I can like a player and not think he's a good pick. Keaton has asymmetric upside, clear desired role from OC. Everyone on the team loves. On a team, everyone loves. If you're extremely anti-Keaton, you should be overweight. I am overweight, both of them. So that's where I'm at. Like, not extremely overweight, but I've got. I mean, number one, Vidal's not 100% drafted, and I've got like 9%, and Hampton I'm like 10 or 11%. So I feel like that's pretty overweight in comparison to. Let's do Sean Tucker. Yeah, I bet he falls when the Mitchell slappies realize in August he's going to be like I think he's going to be between 6 and 8 touches a game. Like, and I think he's going to have some usable weeks. But I don't think he's going to have, like, Tyler Algier should be going ahead of Keaton Mitchell. So you could take that for whatever it is worth. Like, Tyler Algier on a team I'm completely avoiding is going to get more touches a game, in my opinion, than Keaton Mitchell will. Now, Algier actually has contingent upside on top of touchdown equity for the team. Keaton Mitchell doesn't have touchdown equity. And Keaton Mitchell also doesn't have pure, good contingent value, because most likely if Hampton goes down, it's Kamani Vidal season. So, and that's the thing. If I thought it was 10 touches, I wouldn't hate this price. I don't think it's 10 touches. I don't think we get to 10. I think it's 6 to 8. Like, 10 touches, it's a fine but not good price. 10 touches is a big difference than 8. I said 6 to 8. That's where I'm at. Everybody who's bullish on it thinks it's going to be 10, and I'm pretty sure I said 6 to 8. But you can track it, like you can go back. I meant 6. I said 6 to 10. I said I mean 6 to 8, I believe. Because I realized that I said the wrong number because I don't believe he's going to get 10. Like, I think best case scenario, it's a 10 touch. And at 10 touches, he's worth like a pick in the 140s, not in the 130s. Yeah, the Dalmatian and the little Dalmatian. We're once again arguing about Keaton Mitchell. So, I don't love my quarterback room. Everything kind of went in front of me. Let's go with Jalen Noel for the sack. Call me crazy, but I've been out on all the quarterbacks. Equivalent over 10. I don't like. I get what you're saying, like missing the forest of the trees, you know, the common best ball bro thing. Like, but let's be like, what is the upside of Keaton Mitchell? Like, what's the chance that Keaton Mitchell the entire season puts up a single 20-point game? Like, I just don't think he has the ability in that offense, being the number 3, being the gadget player, to get a 20-point game. I don't see it. He in the NFL, he has never been a receiving back. Omarion Hampton can receive the ball. He was getting close to 3.5 to 4 receptions a game. Kamani Vidal is good out of the backfield. Keaton Mitchell has never showed that in the pros. Now, in college, he had like 22 balls a year. Like, that's not nothing. It's not like he can't do it, but he's never been asked to do it. And that's where the major upside goes. As a pure runner, he's fine. I don't see a way with less than 10 touches a game for him to get to 20 points in fantasy. I don't think a pick of the 12th round is going to take all your teams. I also agree with that, but it also depends on who the smashes are in that range. He gets 6 to 10 touches on the Chargers, or Hampton gets hurt. How much will Algier play when they're trailing? Yeah, they're not gonna play much. Like, I don't love the Algier pick, to be honest. But I do think that the Algier pick and the Keaton pick make sense together. You get yourself the supposed upside pick and the ugly, gross volume pick, right? Around the same range. So I think they pair well together. Like, if you're taking players in this range, Algier just has a really good playoff schedule. So if you can get him to the playoffs and Jeremiah Love gets hurt, it's a fine pick. All right, we're going to stop arguing about that for a second. We're going to review the teams. We got a 2-6-7-3 here. I don't love it. Quarterbacks went way too early, and I refuse to take a third since I had to pull these two up. Jordan Love and Baker Mayfield. Running backs, Jonathan Taylor, Chase Brown, Keaton Mitchell, Algier, Sean Tucker, Alvin Kamara. I didn't need Kamara. I was too busy arguing. I just drafted random players. Rashee Rice, Terry McLaurin, Watson Reed, Hurst Godwin, Jalen Noel, and then Tyler Warren, Dalton Kincaid, Chikakonkwo. The Kamara pick probably should have just been naked Geno Smith, just to give a third quarterback there or something else. It's a fine team, not a great team. I do think I'm strong at the other. Like, if these two quarterbacks are fine, I'm pretty fine, honestly. I just don't know about that as being a 2. Close to 800 draft, I got 0.0 Keaton Mitchell. Algier really isn't the type of guy to... No, he's not. I totally get that. Like, he doesn't catch passes at all, but neither does Keaton Mitchell. Uh, Love still fits the bill a bit better. No, right, but it's more about Algier's a contingent play. When you have the two anchors with JT, Chase Brown, that's perfectly fine room. Right, yeah, that's kind of what I was doing, right? I think the Kamara pick should have been different. That's where I'm at. Like, the Kamara pick was the big mistake. Like, the Keaton Mitchell, I don't like the Keaton Mitchell pick, but it made sense on this team. And I mean, maybe Davis is starting to sour on Keaton. He took Tyrone Tracy over Keaton Mitchell. Maybe he's getting sour on his boy. But I think that this pick probably should have just been naked Geno. Right? Or something. Or just been a wide receiver and take another receiver later. I think that I messed that up. We got game tight in here. We got a 4-4-8-2. We got Jackson Dart, Aaron Rodgers, Bryce Young, Kirk Cousins. He felt the pain as well. Ashley Genty, Javonte Williams, Cam Scatterbo, Quinshon Judkins. I love stopping at 4 here. You have all different bye weeks. Absolutely, stopping at 4. That's awesome. Wide receivers, DK Metcalf, Cortland Sutton, Michael Pittman, Matthew Golden, Rashid Shaheed, Jalen Naylor, Darnell Mooney, Chris Brazzell. For waiting as long as you did, Metcalf, Sutton, Pittman, I think are very fun, for your first 3, if you're going to wait that long. Those kind of make sense. And then you got the upside swings late and early season hammer maybe here on Mooney. And then Brock Bowers and Isaiah Likely. I was waiting to see Brock Bowers there. You got the Raiders stacked up decently. You got the Giants stacked up decently. You have Aaron Rodgers stacked up. And you got a little bit. Oh, you got Cousins, not Mendoza. Interesting. What's up, Nice and Blunt? How we doing? Didn't mean to make it sound like a pro. I get it. I get it. I push back on the 10 touches a game thing. That's it. Yeah, let's argue about it. Is he a great pick? Maybe not. But he's also 6 rounds cheaper, right? He was very good when Hampton was hurt last year. And if I believe that they're both going to be the same kind of bet, Keaton Mitchell, just because the guy's fast and he could break off a big run, that is fun to watch. But 160-yard run is 12 points. That's a chunk, right? But if in the other 8 touches he gets, let's say he got 9 touches that game, let's say he gets another 8 touches, if he gets 40 more yards, it's a solid game at 16, but I don't really see him ever getting the red zone role. Omarion Hampton is a very big back. Kamani Vidal is also a decent sized back. If Hampton can't block, Keaton Mitchell sure can't block. It's going to be Kamani Vidal in there on the third down situations. So that's part of the receiving upside that Keaton Mitchell, that's less snap that Keaton Mitchell's going to get, assuming that they're in third down roles. Man, Keaton Mitchell has this much clout. Yeah. I think Mitchell's going to be used on special teams. So, I think he's going to be used on offense. I really do. I just don't. A lot of the later RBs should just be going, he should be going closer to Emmett Johnson, Katron Allen, Braylon Allen, Ray Davis. He needs to be going around those guys, Alvin Kamara. Which running backs that went after Keaton in this draft? I don't think that anybody's a clearly better pick. I think there's a lot of people that are in the same tier as him. People after Mitchell that are in the same tier as him. Tajay Spears, Tank Bigsby, Bijan Robinson, Sean Tucker, Dylan Sampson, Alvin Kamara, Katron Allen, Emmett Johnson, Ray Davis. All of them, same tier. And Kamani Vidal. That's where I'm at. I think all of those players are in the same tier as Keaton Mitchell. The fact that Keaton Mitchell goes in the 13th or whatever it is absolutely wild to me. No, so 12th. I took him in the 12th. Now, I just want access to this offense, and I could be wrong. Like, I could definitely be wrong, but I'm going to not take very much of this guy. Note to self: draft more Vidal. We can see 3 to 5 games with 12. That's fine. Like, and that right there, if you're building, let's say that this is true. Let's say that we get 4 games of 14 points. That's pretty solid, right? But it depends on the kind of team you have. If you're going 0 RB, that would be really solid because you get some usable weeks, but it's not a spike week. The problem I have with him is all those names I named. Like, if Omarion Hampton goes down, I don't see Keaton getting 20-point games still. If Jahmyr Gibbs goes down, I could see Pacheco getting a 20-point game. If I could see, like, we've seen Sean Tucker get 20-point games. If Bijan goes down, I could see Brian Robinson getting 20-point games. Same with Tank Bigsby, right? Now, those guys are all going to have less touches in a non-injured starter season, and which makes Keaton Mitchell probably a better play for some of the 0 RB type stuff. But if you've went heavy running back to start, or you have if you have the build I have, like if I would have taken a third, like if I would have taken Scatabo here, I think Keaton Mitchell's a bad pick because those 14-point games probably don't matter if this is correct, right? Like, not very often. You're passing on other solid picks when you take Keaton. It's not just where he goes. Like, especially if you need tight end, right? Yeah. Are there solid wide receiver picks in the room with us? Mitchell has no chance to be the number 1, which is the problem. His draft position says he could versus the other ones. Exactly. Agree. All right, so we just spent a while arguing over Keaton Mitchell. If you liked it, go ahead and hit the like. If you disliked it, you can take the like away. It's all good. We're all friends. But we're going – I don't believe King or I don't believe King is a member. If you are, say something and we will rectify that. But we're going to join another little Dalmatian, everybody. So we're going to jump in. We're going to jump in 15 seconds.
We never leave the grind. Fury. Endless. Mix. Relentless. Fantasy. Reigns. Who wins? Immortal.
Yeah, he doesn't fit the average double anchor RB that usually happens on the right side. Correct. I guess we're not arguing. We were discussing it, right? Like, based on everything that I personally believe, I don't think Keaton Mitchell's a good price. Now, and I'm betting that way. Like, if we type in Chargers here, the Chargers I don't like, Quentin Johnston, Keaton Mitchell, and Aronde Gadsden. The ones I like, Hampton, Ladd, Herbert, Kamani Vidal, I'm about, like, he's got a 214.2. That means he's drafted in, like, probably 20% of drafts, and I'm about weight with him. And Trey Harris. And I've stopped taking David Njoku. I take Brendan Thompson in 20-round formats, not in the 18 yet. But I don't hate that pick if you do like it. We got the 109. We got Stooge at the 10. We got Vaporware at the 11. He must have heard my Keaton Mitchell hate and want to jump in to get some Keaton Mitchell. We got Game Tide at the 7. We got Nice and Blunt at the 4. We got Lutz at the 2. If you guys are new to the channel and you've enjoyed the content, go ahead and hit that sub. We're on a road to 1,000 subs. At 1,000 subs, we're going to do a 24-hour live stream. If we get there before NFL kickoff, that is the plan. That's the goal. Hopefully we get there. I can't believe a 13-round pick can cause this much drama. If he has crazy Dolphins running back spike week season with 10 plus, he smashes. Okay. Yeah. True. How we doing? You're at the 12? I don't think I've not seen you in a draft before. I believe this is the first time you've been like you'll get the free review, and then we usually save reviews for members. Yesterday that upset somebody, they unsubbed. Good riddance. See ya. But the first time you're on a stream with me, I will review your team. After that, members only. That's how we roll. You know, there's no good, useful information. We're in a chat, June. You're right. I think there's signs both ways. So, do I really want to do Jonathan Taylor twice here? I don't really want to. We're doing it. We're going to go ahead and do it. And we're going to take Hampton if Hampton falls. It feels like the time to take Hampton. It definitely feels like the spirit of this draft is Omarion Hampton. I think the Keaton price is too rich. Well, so there's a lot of players I think the price is too rich, and I have like less than 2% of, but players I also don't want to fade. And those players, I've been waiting for their price to drop, and Keaton Mitchell's price isn't going to drop. I'm just gonna very upsettingly take Keaton Mitchell sometime. So all right, we got Jonathan Taylor over there. Let's have fun. Let's pull up Nico Collins. Since Omarion Hampton went, we're going to pull up Nico. We're going to do something kind of fun here from this side of the board. Like the background music during the last draft. When they get you worked up, you ran. Your rant. Yeah. Yeah, the music as background to the talking point works. You can remember this impassioned discussion every time you do. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, right? Well, I've had this discussion several times. And I'm open to, like I've said before, I can easily be wrong. I could be wrong with I'm starting to, the Luther Burden's another player I've been fading, hoping he falls. Egbuka was a player I'm fading, hoping he falls. Burden, I'm more scared of fading than I am Egbuka. I will admit to that. I have kind of capitulated to Burden in the mid fourth, sometimes only because I can get Caleb Williams Colson Loveland in the fifth now. And on DraftKings, I got Luther Burden Loveland today, and somebody ripped off Caleb Williams naked at 62. It's all right, good deal. Don't worry, who you're not wrong on this fade. I thought that about some fades last year that I was so. I'm not gonna be I'm definitely right here. I think I'm in most worlds. I think I'm generally right because I think you need multiple big spots. The other thing about Keaton, let's go lad. The other thing about Keaton Mitchell is I think he's an easy fade as well because let's say he gets those 5 14-point games. He's a really good pick, but that's not a pick that buried you. The fact that fade is a not bury you fade because in most cases that Hampton goes down, Vidal takes over a big chunk of the work, and Keaton is still the change of pace thing. That is a clear fade if you think the price is wrong initially. If you also don't believe that has the 20-point upside kill you kind of stuff. Now, could that player have a good week 17, 16, 17 points and knock you out? Absolutely. That could absolutely happen. Josh Allen here would be fun. Will we actually get a Josh Allen share? I don't take much Allen. All right, here we go. I've said it for a while. If Josh Allen's in the 4th round, I will start taking him a bit. So we are through 4 rounds. We got Jonathan Taylor. We pulled Nico Collins up. We got Ladd McConkey. We have Josh Allen. Wait, who's arguing? Can I get the winning lotto? Yeah, right? Like, naked Caleb. I prefer my Caleb draped in the branded clothes of Luther and Colston. Like, it felt so fun because I finally took Luther Burden ahead of Colston Loveland because I've been seeing Colston Loveland fall to the 5th. I did it, and then Caleb Williams gets ripped off way ahead of ADP naked, and it's like, all right. What's up, Best Ball Guy? Did an awesome job today on both streams. Best Ball Guy week, BBG week is going to hit like crack. What time is your stream with Pete tomorrow? Do you think the community will push Allen down to the 4-5? I think he's going to stop at the mid 4th. I kind of think that. I think sometimes you'll be able to, like, very rarely you'll get him with Bijan and Gibbs. I think he'll be like pick 45, like between pick 42 and 45 most drafts by the end of summer. That's what I think will happen. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Quick question: do you think Kit Mitchell is a bad pick? We could rewind a little bit, and I'm gonna say absolutely. 4 p.m. Eastern. Got it. I figured it was earlier because Pete always does his stuff early, right? Now, this is why it's hard to take Josh Allen. Because now Lamar's here. All right. We'll just take the DJ Moore pick. I don't care what they say. DJ Moore didn't look washed last year in the playoffs. So, I'm in. Ass pick. Like, I think the normies will probably. Well, we've already seen it on DraftKings. He's starting to fall quite a bit. 70s, yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you got to set the vibe. So I don't. I'm always going to push whenever Jadarian Price is at the top. Like, it does definitely feel like Sharps is going to play this season. And if Sharps does play this season, it feels really bad. A running back who can't pass block and also can't receive, you know. Like, what do we have going on here? We're going Josh Allen, Drake May, guys. We're doing it. We're gonna have some fun here. We're getting number 1 and 2 quarterback. That's what we're doing, guys. I hate this round. Tyler Warren's probably the smart pick, but I just done a Jonathan Taylor plus Tyler Warren team. I was halfway hoping that it didn't take when I moved it up, but we're here. This is the life we chose. We're gonna see where it takes us. How fast do you think? Last year it took like 3 weeks, I believe. Because it filled to last year, I believe it filled to 70% on the first week. And then it took 4 hours to fill a pod after that. I think that a lot of people will be maxed by the end of this week. But I think that later, I think it'll probably push a couple weeks. Please save me from myself. See where the 100 pennies takes us. Live a little. Absolutely. Why not? Double elite quarterback. Let's get it. It's already 15%. Yeah, but that you got to remember, people just, as soon as a contest opens, there's a good 20% of best ball bros that the second it opens, they just hit it until it's maxed, and then they're like, win puppy, right? They just completely just fire off every entry they have as soon as they can, and then they're like, win puppy, like. So once again, every RB goes way ahead of 80. Like Stevenson's usually around at this point. I'm just gonna pull up RJ Harvey here. He's got a bunch of playoff correlation there, and I do see the upside. I still don't love the pick, but it makes a lot of sense with an anchor RB like Jonathan Taylor to take a player like RJ Harvey there. Immediately maxes everything. Underdog hates its users. Yeah, exactly. It's like, where's my puppies, guys? I just did $303 worth of contest in 12 minutes. I just hit the plane. I went in, I hit the plane, we're good. I need puppy. I would absolutely love Tucker Craft. You don't like Tucker Craft, guys. You hate Tucker Craft. I can feel that you hate Tucker Craft. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. Patrick Mahomes would look pretty good on this team, don't you think? He's a nice Week 17 bring back to Lad McConkey. Like, when in doubt, I don't know if I have enough quarterback here. I think I should make sure I get the bring back. All right. So we get Tucker Craft. And by the way, if you guys are just popping in, if you can smash a like, that'd be fantastic. We are doing a members only stream after this today. And what it's going to be is the members are going to tell me who to draft. And then the members are going to get 50%. Like, we're going to spin a wheel and X amount of people, they're going to vote on how many people get equity. But 50% of the team's equity is going to be divided among those members. It'll be either 3, 5, 10, or 20. You guys get a vote on it, and you guys get to basically tell me who to draft. I will override a pick or two if it's like a structural, we definitely need to do something kind of thing, because it is still my team, right? But I will limit that to only 2 times. If everybody says push, we push most of the time. So it'll be a fun thing. It should have more discussions in the chat. I look forward to it for sure. And that's going to be a 7:30 Central Time, aka God's time. Wanted to take Kraft there, but I don't think this team could afford it. Well, sometimes your team can't afford a round 6 Drake May, but you do it anyway. Definitely going to make you draft Keaton Mitchell. I've been off Underdog since pre-draft. They have great contests. Oh yeah, you're still, yeah. We'll take Harold Fannin here. And on the way back, we're going to take Romeo Doubs. I was saying the other day I want more Dobbs. I like these other picks more, but I do want to make sure I stack this up. I have the game. I should be able to do that. And if he does go, I don't mind these players. Harold Fannin there, a double Week 11 bye. I'll just take the 0. But Harold Fannin for the JT bring back stuff feels fine as well. I'll just take all those running backs I was naming in the 180s ahead of Keaton Mitchell this time. We're not doing it back to back. Lutz will be the only Mitchell Trucer in the members only chat. Maybe, I don't know. All right, so we do get Romeo Doubs here. I mean, I do think that the members, like, there will be people in there just to troll me and say Keaton Mitchell, right? That's definitely going to be a thing. Like, I definitely see a contingent of people in there. Keaton Mitchell. There will be other little rules, like we're not taking somebody 20 rounds ahead of ADP or 20 picks ahead, like 10, whatever. Like, that's reasonable, you know? So this part of the song gets pretty light. So let's recap the team for the audio listeners. We got a 2-2-4-2. We got Josh Allen, Drake May, Jonathan Taylor, RJ Harvey, Nico Collins, Lab McConkey, DJ Moore, Romeo Dobbs, tight end Tucker Kraft, and Harold Fannin. So we are not done at any position. We need about 3 more quarterbacks, need 3 more tight ends. Then we're good. Like, running backs already locked up. We got JT, RJ Harvey. Don't really need any more than that. Hello, didn't know you were live. I was drafting. David Maddox snuck in the 2-month Dalmatian pods. The actual Dalmatian or the little Dalmatian? I saw his name and entered the next 35. He's probably auto drafting, right? I wondered if that was going to happen. Tyrone Tracy would be an absolute smash here. Chris Rodriguez would be a smash here. Woody Marks, as I said, like Keaton Mitchell, as you see, I have ranked at 147. And that's only because his rank was 134. It is dropping. It's just not dropping fast enough. But yeah, Tyrone Tracy or Rodriguez here would be a lot of fun. Stooge here probably wants a running back as well. I have to take one here for sure. So Tracy it is. I will just pull, like, I'm fine with these guys next. I could just take, like, I could definitely take another receiver too. I could double stack Josh Allen, which double stacking Josh Allen doesn't really feel optimal, but it is something I'm willing to do. I don't know for sure, but I assume he's autoing. I think he did it last year. Like, I'm not positive, but I know he autoed the mini tournament on drafters this season, or in the pre-draft. All right, Woody Marks, absolute smash at this pick. To me, the Woody Marks pick feels so much better than the Keaton Mitchell pick. I know it's a worse offense, but he's the definite number 2 with nobody to possibly like Kamani Vidal is a much bigger problem than whoever the Texans running back 3 is, right? And Woody Marks is solid as a pass catcher, and he was overworked last year, and their offensive line was absolute trash. I do think that their offense takes a step forward, just like the Chargers. So, but I like the way that this RB room's actually shaped out, to be honest with you. I like these 2 picks to support the Harvey pick for the upside, the single week upside Harvey brings, and Jonathan Taylor as an anchor honestly has really good context all the way through. One of them is an awesome pass protector and going to be a third down back, like, which is the entire thesis of everything I just said. Like Kamani Vidal is a really solid pass blocker. The team already trusts him. I know McDaniels doesn't know him yet, but yeah. And he was pretty solid out of the backfield as a receiver. And Jawar Jordan, like, he can receive the ball out of the backfield as well. But Woody can go hard in pass catching role if Monty gets hurt, wheels up. Right, like Woody Marks was pretty inefficient last year, but the offensive line was also not great. And the other thing is D'Amico Ryans has no problem winning a game 14-10. So late in a game, if DeMont is hurt, like, Woody Marks could just be the guy that they're like just giving all those free carries to. So Pacheco or Spears here. I think this specific team kind of wants Tajay over Pacheco. I think that Tajay provides a bigger like spike week ability than Pacheco does. And he's going to get, like, I think Tajay is going to be used a little more week to week than Pacheco as well. Keaton Mitchell, RB7 to Team 1. Gibbs, Love. Somebody's over here verified, locked into auto drafts, apparently. Auto drafting without rankings, huh? Do we go third tight end week 11? Do we do it? Do we do it? I mean, the answer is no, but all right. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a Jalen Naylor share. I have bags and bags of Trey Tucker at this point. Naylor fell 9 picks in this lobby, so I don't mind it. I actually have him after like Boston and Flournoy, so I don't mind taking him here. Like Keaton Mitchell, RB7 wouldn't be that bad if you didn't have Jahmyr Gibbs, Jeremiah Love, right? Like if you started at Chuba and it was Chuba, Menengai, Blake Corum, Aaron Jones, Keaton Mitchell, and like Casey Concepcion was Jordan Mason, and McLaurin was Bucky Irving, and those were like Puka and AJ Brown, like sure, maybe. Probably not, though. No, I have more to say, but I'll save it for another time. All good, man. All good. And by the way, if you guys are new to the channel and you've enjoyed the content, the banter, go ahead and hit the sub. At 741 subs, we're going to re-reveal where the Who Hames gamer tag came from and why I chose it to be my brand. I couldn't tell if he was auto. I know he picked pretty fast in our lobby before, so I assume he was autoing, but I don't know, right? Let's go. Man, I don't like anything here. All right. So we take Calvin Ridley there. Well ahead of ADP. He is 100% to 3 week 8 buys. Okay, got it. It still takes 5 seconds per pick. Possibly it was the fastest draft I've been in all batches. Yeah, I think a lot of people will be autoing this contest, which is pretty bullish if you want to not, like, if you like the structure, you want to do some of these. I think it's pretty bullish to be able to jump in and maybe get some EV to be able to get out of the lobbies, right? Like if everybody's autoing, you can build better structured teams. Like pay attention to what people are doing. You could wreck some teams, like get a lot more teams through. Let's take Greg Dulcich here. I feel pretty strong at all of my positions. I feel pretty good with this RB room, honestly. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. We're gonna go 6. Nico, Ladd, DJ Moore, Dobbs, Naylor, Ridley. Like one more there feels fine too. So I think I can afford the extra, the third tight end there. And it's week 17 correlation. with Josh Allen for the bring back as well. So if it wasn't a bring back as well, I probably would have went with like Alvin Kamara or Emmett Johnson there. Right. Well, yeah, like anybody who streams that or gives out ranks and autos, like I'm sure he adjusted his rank slightly for the auto. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Little Dalmatian has only been live a few hours and is 20% full. It filled in 2.5 days, I think. I think it filled in like 2 days last year. And it dropped on a Friday where I was working. And when I got off work, it was like 60% filled or something, if I remember right. Like it dropped during the day and it was 60% filled. What's up, Hartman? How we doing? By the way, if you guys aren't subbed to Hartman, best ball guy, nice and blunt. Where was the other? There was the best ball guy and off the schneid. All of those also have YouTube channels. Give them all follows. Ooh. Live by the auto, die by the auto. My last two were complete opposites. A 2-0-8-0 start. I autoed a team in Nice and Blunt's stream once, and the team was pretty fire. Like if I basically, I might have like my RB2 was Woody Marks, which does kind of suck. But if that hits, we're actually pretty good. So we got Emmett Johnson. I added an Emmett Johnson clip. If it's too loud, let me know. All right, so one last pick. Could go Pat Bryant, could go Troy Franklin. Let's go Troy Franklin here. I want to be like 3-1 Pat Bryant to Troy Franklin. We're 14% to 3.5%. Need a couple more shares of Troy Franklin. So second team, we got a 2-6-7-3 here. Let's turn the music back on. Josh Allen, Drake May. Running backs, Jonathan Taylor, RJ Harvey, Tyrone Tracy, Woody Marks, Tajay Spears, and Emmett Johnson. So, honestly, I love this RB room. I really like this RB room. We got a big anchor. Harvey could be a really good pick. It could be a bad pick, but we also got Tracy and Marks to kind of like get us through if like for let's say Harvey is the spike week guy with a lot of bad weeks. Like this could get us through for sure. Tajay Spears, Emmett Johnson, both solid picks. Wide receivers, Nico Collins, Lyle McConkey, DJ Moore stacked up, Romeo Dobbs stacked up, Jalen Naylor, Calvin Ridley, Troy Franklin for the double bring back on the New England stuff. We got Tucker Kraft, Harold Fannin, and Greg Dulcich. All bring back on the Josh Allen stuff. We have a mini correlation here with Harold Fannin and Jonathan Taylor, and we have another mini correlation here with Tucker Kraft and Nico Collins. We brought Nico Collins up the board with Jonathan Taylor, and then we got a big fall on Josh Allen. We have a pretty unique start to this draft. I think it kind of worked out. We even got DJ Moore to fall back. Honestly, I do really like this team. I kind of wish I wouldn't have taken May and waited to get Herbert back, but with the way quarterbacks went in the first draft, I wanted to just kind of lock it up. I don't really regret it, but yeah. I say Franklin. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm also going like I'm doing the members on like I'm doing the members only stream, and then at 9:30 tonight or 9:45 tonight, I'm going on with Bruni with fanspeak. So at 9:45, we may end up starting a little early, but I will link that in my Discord as well. Yeah, it's a big day, and I spent all morning from 10 a.m. all the way till 2 p.m. Me and Updog drafted 8 best the seventh inning stretch. So we got Lutz here. We got a 3.573. We got Brock Purdy, Fernando Mendoza, Aaron Rodgers. Running backs: Bijan Robinson, Breece Hall, Jalen Warren, Jordan Mason, Ray Davis. Very, very solid running back room. A couple names I'm not like a big fan of, but I fully understand the price of, and that is Breece Hall and Jalen Warren. I have started clicking Jalen Warren a lot more in full PPR than half point PPR. I think that's how I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to be around 6 to 7% Jalen Warren in full PPR and stay around like 3% for half PPR. I'm still a Dowdle guy overall. And I don't know if Lutz is. I think Lutz is as well. But you do have to get shares of these guys. You don't have to, but I like to. Jalen Waddle, Jameson Williams, Mekhi Lemon, Ricky Pearsall, Wandale Robinson, Rashid Shaheed, Darnell Mooney. Tight ends: Brock Bowers, Brenton Strange, Pat Fry. I like it. Solid all the way around. Mendoza there for the Bowers stack. And then you got Aaron Rodgers for the Jalen Warren stuff, and then Brock Purdy for the Ricky Pearsall. So you did the little tap there. You got Mekhi Lemon early. I actually like it a lot. Well correlated. Lutz, we all know Lutz knows what he's doing, as well as nice and blunt. We got a 2.682 here. Jaden Daniels, Patrick Mahomes. Absolutely love it. The Chiefs fan is absolutely coming out. Running backs, we got DeAndre Swift, David Montgomery, Ramondre Stevenson, Rashad White, Katron Allen. I've been doing this little combination it feels really good. The I hate Bill combo feels it's probably wrong, but it feels good. And then DeMond Claiborne. Wide receivers: Jamar Chase, AJ Brown, Rashee Rice, Stephon Diggs, Trey Tucker, Antonio Williams, Isaac Tesla, Brandon Ayuk, Travis Kelce, and Chig Okonkwo. So all of the Chargers go early in this draft. He doesn't get any of the Chargers for the bringback. But honestly, it's a really solid team. He's got the Ayuk triple stack, like the Chig Okonkwo, Brandon Ayuk, Antonio Williams, late stack for Jaden Daniels. You got the Rashee Rice plus Kelce stack. Very solid team by Nice and Blunt there. We got Game Tight. It warms the heart. Check you out at number 8. How we doing, Mr. Credit? Hope you're enjoying the content. Will do. We only review members, but we also review the very first time you're in a stream draft with me. I'm watching more Who week than BBG week. I mean, I'm putting in the work. That's something, like, even if I don't put out good content, I'm definitely putting out the amount of content. We got Game Tight here. We got 3.672. Kyler Murray, Tyler Shuck, Malik Willis. Running backs: Devon Achane, Travis, Quinshon Judkins, Kenny Gainwell, Alvin Kamara, and Mike Washington. That feels very strong. Very, very strong. I probably, I know, we talked about this before, I stop at 5 for sure here, but I think it's fine. It could, all we need is this pick to hit, right? To give you something that's worth it. Jefferson, McMillan, Marv, Godwin, Coker, Adonai Mitchell, Ted Hurst. Tight end, Juwan Johnson, and TJ Hawkinson. Very solid team there. You got the Kyler stuff stacked up. You have Tyler Shuck stacked up with because you got Juwan Johnson and the running back here. You both running backs. And then Malik Willis, your boy. Solid team there by Game Tight. We will get to yours next, but Queso was also first-time listener. We got a 2-4-9-3. Lamar Jackson, Jordan Love. Running back, James Cook, Ashton Genty, Javonte Williams, Josh Jacobs. Love stopping at 4 here. That's very fun. Cardinal Tate, Jaden Reed, Jordan Addison, Khalil Shakir, Debo Samuel, Ryan Flournoy. Deshaun Stribling. I was very close to taking Stribling. I don't love the pick, but I do want some shares. Jacoby Lane, Kyle Pitts, Mark Andrews, and Mike Gesicki. So you get the good value on Lamar Jackson there. You end up double stacking it down in the back end. That's fun. You take Gesicki for a bring back there. Well correlated team. This running back room is absolute fire. Quarterback room, absolute fire. Tight end room can work. And running wide receiver room feels it feels almost thin, but if Cardinal takes what I think he is, it feels very good. So I do like this team quite a bit, actually. Like, you're going to flex running back every week, right? Like, sub, share. Thanks for the... Did you get the link I sent? I did not, because it didn't prompt me that you put the link in a comment of a video. It usually shows me, but it didn't prompt me. I also don't think you can put links in the comments. I'm pretty sure you can't. So you'd have to join the Discord and pop it in the Hangout section of the Discord. Also, a big shout out to you for putting me on the Bayou Bengal. You know, he's awesome. And then let's go to JC credit here. We got a 2.583 here. We got Trevor Lawrence, Jared Goff. Very solid quarterback room. Trevor Lawrence has been falling into the 8th round. I've been getting him in the 90s on DK. Running back, Derrick Henry, Kyron Williams, J.K. Dobbins, Chris Rodriguez, Singleton. You like your big boys, huh? You got Henry, you got Dobbins, you got Rodriguez. You got, like, one of these don't belong, and it's Nicholas Singleton, right? He's the only one stylistically that's different than the rest. Wide receiver, Amon-Ra, Mike Evans, Brian Thomas, Alec Pierce, Denzel Boston, Zachariah Branch, Tank Dell, Chris Brazzell. This is such a fun wide receiver room. These three could kind of anchor. Alec Pierce is, like, if you can get Alec Pierce to midseason where he's healthy, I think he's a good price. I know a lot of people don't believe that. I think he is a solid price if you can get him to being healthy. So the double stack with Tyler Moore, Dallas Goedert, and Sadiq. So I like this quite a bit. You have, like, Chris Rodriguez doesn't catch passes, but I think it's fine to just bet on the offense, right? You don't have a bring back with that team. You don't have a bring back with either team, but, like, I don't think that bringbacks are like tiebreakers, right? But capital wise and how you built the roster and structure, absolutely awesome team here. Give me 1 second to look something up real quick. All right, so that is it for this draft. I'm going to do a poll, and we are going to do next draft, Little, Dalmatian, or Elim. So there you guys go. 1 for Little Dalmatian, 2 for Elim. Go ahead and start voting. I need to move my fan around. Lutz coming in with the laughs. All right, well, it looks very, very... It's already lopsided. I don't know the details of, like, I spent like 40 minutes one day looking up the details of the qualifier of the King of the Desert, and I'm not positive on it. So, so let's go back to this stop poll. Obviously, Little Dalmatian won, so we're going to do another Little Dalmatian, everybody. And we're going to jump in 15 seconds.
Bestball Degens, we never leave the rhyme. Fury, endless, picks, relentless, fantasy, reigns, who wins, immortal.
All right, an instant filled. Let's see how many of you got in. We get the 102. We got Legion at the 1. Nice and Blend at the 3. Lutz at the 4. 7 hole, I believe, watches. Welcome. JT at the 10. Bukowski at the 11. Dak 488. Lamb made it at the 12. Good luck, everybody. By the way, if you guys are new to the channel and you've enjoyed the content, go ahead and hit the sub. Also, if you want to be part of the Who Crew Member Mania, which is going, like, we're doing that at 7:30 p.m. Central tonight. It's a member-only stream. We're going to split equity with the chat. We're going to decide in stream how many people get to share 50% equity of that BBM team. And then we're going to let the chat draft the team. We're going to draft the team first, and then we're going to decide. Because we're going to draft, like, we don't want people that didn't get it to troll, right? So we're going to draft the team, and then we're going to decide. Or then we're going to roll the names. So Jameer Gibbs feels good here. Time to turn the sound down a little bit. I'm just, like, honestly, I'm doing it for, like, cheap content, and, like, apparently people want to do it. So I got an email with the link for the qualifier details. Well, let me help you. Let me go get the Discord link real quick. I'll drop it in the chat. And all right, so click that link and it'll take you to Discord. It'll take you to the general channel. If you, like, we usually talk in the section up at the very top called the Hangout section. If you want to just type the link into general, that's fine as well. I can always, like, forward the link to wherever. It's a pretty fun place to be. We chill. So, and it's a free Discord to anybody who wants to jump in. Oh snap, taking this one off auto. Actually, no. I want all 101 to be auto. All right, let's do it. I'm down. Let's do a Mastiff. If you pay for it, I'll do it, man. I don't plan on doing any Mastiffs. My bankroll doesn't allow for it, sir. I'd rather do 100 eliminators than one Mastiff. You know, like, sounds like a lot more fun. All right. Are we going to get Derrick Henry or not? I've decided I'm going to pull up Ladd McConkey ahead of Devonta Smith. I know it says I have 9%, but that's because I took bags of Devonta Smith early in the contest. I don't have any Rice with Pickens. Let's do that. And I definitely want some Pickens with Rice. Like, Jamar Chase, Derrick Henry is like the perfect combination, right? Like, build out that Week 17 game. So, yeah, like I said, as Mike Rob pointed out, I have a busy day. We're going to do this. I'm probably going to do this and even another draft, and then give myself like 35, 40 minutes to prepare for the members only stream. And then after that, like, well, that'll probably be a short, like, it'll probably be like an hour stream-ish, something like an hour. And we will go ahead and then we'll have like an hour before we jump on with Bruni over on Fanspeak Network. So, Funter GH. Oh, JTL also listens. I didn't shout JTL out, but shout out JTL. So we got the one problem about Rashid Rice's price right now is it kind of locks you into only taking like Quentin Johnston or Trey Harris. Like you can't get Ladd with him anymore. And that feels bad. Like Rice Ladd is what I want. I might do a Rice Ladd pull-up at some point. I just did a $1 Dalmatian with Davis. At the turn, he went JJ, Kenneth Walker. Bestball is so back. He was like, that's what he was doing in the $2 mini and pre-draft. He had them both ranked pretty high. He had a bunch of Walker Jefferson teams. Like, whenever you win the Golden Boot, you have money to blow, man. Like, he's been killing soccer dailies, apparently. I mean, make money how you can make money, right? I'm not hating on it. Like, the $100 daily in soccer, I think he's won it. He definitely won it once. I think he might have won it twice. That's an aggressive rank on Olave, Paul. I'm here for it. I know I don't get Loveland back. Honestly, thank you. Thanks for taking Burden, because I would have there. I don't have any Swift with Gibbs. Let's build this out. For the audio listeners, we have a 2-2-1. We have Jahmyr Gibbs, DeAndre Swift, Pickens, Rice, and Colston Loveland. You can get Keenan Allen last round and not draft Ladd. Probably be okay. I sure hope not. Yeah, he's been killing soccer. Very nice, very nice. I don't like I didn't take the time. I've been working on like background stuff. Like I'm still at the beginning of streaming stuff, right? Like I'm trying to learn some of the background stuff and all, like that's what I've been doing. Like in 4 years when the World Cup thing happens, I'll probably be pretty into it. I've just conceded to grab Burden whenever he's a top ADP. I just wanted a Burden, like I want some Burden Gibbs shares is all, you know, like, and I think Burden. Do I like Loveland more? Absolutely. But I think like 50% of the time I'm going to take Burden instead of Loveland. I think I've got convinced to take like 4% Burden because I'm convinced he's definitely not going to become a round 5 pick, which is where he belongs. And a lot of the people I respect the most don't like the Burden price. So, like, who was it? It was Dwayne. Who was I listening to yesterday? I think Rich Rebar was like pretty out on Luther Burden, and he's also like pretty like he's out on pretty much everybody I'm out on. He's kind of out on Igbuka, kind of out on Burden, and I believe he was out on Keaton Mitchell. So that makes me think, well, maybe there's a reason I like him. Maybe I just align with his takes. I believe it was Rebar, like on the, I forget what it was I was watching, or listening to, because I was listening to it. I wasn't watching it. If I'm watching it, I remember. But if I listen, I don't remember who it was with. Hard for me to get there on Burton at his price. Underdog. Yeah, I do think that on DraftKings it's a more fun pick. I will concede to that. All right, so question is the auto drafter on the inside of me going to take naked Caleb Williams?
Let's draft.
Nope. The guy in front of me is going to take Caleb Williams. All right, so do we go Marv? I'll just take it. I'll just do the thing again. All right. So we're just gonna push quarterback. It's all good. Like we will just take Jared Goff here with just Jahmyr Gibbs. Like I absolutely hate the 6th round. It's so bad. Like the back half of the 6th round is the single worst spot on the board. His price is annoying, but I'm going to catch up on Burton and stop for a while. I'm not going to catch up. I'm not. Like I still fully believe it's Colson Loveland season. Like I still fully believe that. And if I'm wrong, it's fine. The worst part about the Burton thing is he is the kind of guy who can just kind of. It was Rebar because he's also kind of out on JMO, and he said, he's like, I'm not. He's like, I don't want them and I don't like their price, but they're also players that I'm a little scared of people having. Like if I show up in a pod and I see Burton and JMO, it doesn't make you feel comfortable to have to go against them. But if you show up with them, like you don't expect like insanity, right? I mean, he could. Like he could definitely burn you. Like Egbuka could burn us, right? Like if you're not in on Egbuka. I don't think this is true. There was so much hype on Burton. I think he was gonna I don't think he would be around 4 pick. I think he'd be around 5 pick. The auto drafter was going Hurts, Warren, Caleb, T-Law. Got it. I think Rebar was talking with Davis about this. Huge fan of Rebar as well. It might have been Davis. I listened to it. I listened to it on the way to work, and like there was only one play. Like I think he was pretty out on Quentin Johnston also, and like most of the players that I don't understand the price on, like most of those players are the same ones he felt the same way about. Doesn't make us right. It just means our thought process. Like I feel like it makes me feel good to be in the same thought process as him on a lot of these things. All right, so do we do Addison? Do we do?
Let's draft.
Yeah, we're gonna go Addison here. Get some upside. And do we do this? I don't think we do. Let's just take Naked Purdy. All the quarterback, like I was pretty positive that all the QBs would go ahead of me. Like Mahomes went all the way over here. Caleb obviously was going to go to the Burton drafter. I'm not going to I was close to taking Bo Nix there. I kind of think Bo Nix and Purdy should be closer together, but I have enough Bo Nix because you can kind of just reliably get him at 110. So I just kind of take him there. Kyler falls now sometimes, so I don't think Lutz is going to let him fall all the way back to me at 119. But in a lot of lobbies, I've been getting Kyler at 119 here and there, so that's one reason I took him. I probably should have taken Ricky Pearsall and then Purdy. Like that was the move I should have done. Like I shouldn't have taken Addison. I should have pulled Pearsall up and taken Brock Purdy. That's what I should have done for sure. Assuming that wouldn't have put Purdy into Legio's autos. So, yeah, Rebar was on with Davis the other day, but I don't think it was the Davis pod. Was he with Coach Speak Index? Oh, it was with Neil Orfield. It was with Orfield. That's who it was with. It was with Neil Orfield. If I wanted playoff spike chance without the advancement perk at 40, I'd go Neighbors. If I wanted a playoff spike chance with the advancement perk with 90, I'd grab Worthy. Got it. Okay. Oh, I don't listen to podcasts. I just listen to YouTube videos instead of pods. All right, so what do we do here? I'm going to take Jaden Higgins. And we're going to take Baker Mayfield again. If Baker's going to be the only quarterback that's like going at a reasonable ADP in these, I guess I'm going to have a lot of Baker Mayfield. It is what it is. Oh, I'm sure it was great. I'm sure it was great. Like, and Rebar doesn't hold back either, right? He says exactly what he wants to say. And he deserves to be able to say it because he's had a lot of success, right? Like super sharp guy. All right, we got so we got 30 likes. If we could can we get those likes up? Like I'm good. Like we're having a good time. But if you haven't smashed a like, if you can smash a like, that would be great. Yeah, like, and I respect it. Like, and the thing about him, like a lot of people have the no capitulation thing, right? But Rebar does it in a way where he will still listen to a case. And he does, like, he'll be like, well, maybe I need to go back and look at it if he hears something that he didn't really notice, right? A lot of people with the no capitulation stuff, they just don't care what you say. They're just set in their ways. Like the thing about Keaton Mitchell and me, like I've not heard, like, I hear exactly what people are saying, but if I don't believe that Keaton Mitchell's getting 10 touches a game, I'm never going to believe in the price. So, like, I understand where people are coming from, but I honestly don't see that angle being a thing. So, all right, yeah, we take Daniel Jones here. We actually get a stack. Feels good. We took Jaden Higgins to set up a possible second stack. Tyrone Tracy here as a third feels awesome. So for the audio listeners, we got a 3-4-4-2. We got Brock Purdy, Baker Mayfield, and Daniel Jones. Running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs, DeAndre Swift, Tony Pollard, Tyrone Tracy. Feels awesome. George Pickens, Rashee Rice, Addison, Jaden Higgins. Definitely feels thin. Loveland and Tyler Warren. So this is a 9. This might be a 9 receiver team. I don't know. Definitely an 8 receiver team. Definitely an 8. They're definitely done a tight end. Actually, it is an 8. It's going to be a 3-5-8-2. It's easier to be lighter on Chargers. If you've heard the preview to the Chargers are going to crush this year movie every June for the last decade. This is different. Got my Charger. Yeah, you sure did. Well, you knew one of the people wasn't going to take him, right? And if Tracy had went there, I probably like honestly, where you got him, that's my exact rank for him. If Tracy was gone, I would have went Daniel Jones and Keaton Mitchell there, because that's where I ranked him. Make that 2 people. So we got what? Let's yeah. Oh, we're gonna go to that. Sorry about the change of music over and over again. Number 202. Well, so in my ranks, I bake ADP in because I do feel like I want to respect the market some. And if there's a player I really, really don't like, I feel like putting them like 10 to 15 picks behind ADP, like other than like Ayuk, who I just don't take, or like Tyreek when he was still like completely dead and the market didn't realize it yet. Like, other than like those situations, I try to keep them like at the back end to where if they fall a decent amount, I still can get some. Like Charbonnet. I absolutely hate this pick. But this team feels like the kind of team that could actually get them through. And I can stop at these 5 pretty reliably, right? And now we're just looking at just looking at these guys. I could take him, who I have a little bit of. I don't love the Tesla price. Let's actually take Adonai Mitchell here. I know my ranks show different, but I just kind of want to take some guys, like mix them in. And I think we're in the $1 range. I don't care as much about ADP at this point. I'm kind of waiting until I see what happens with Diggs and Devo before I take any more Antonio Williams. I will still stack him with Jaden Daniels. I still do that. But I don't love the Isaac Tesla price. And since I mean, it would be a team bet because I have Jahmyr Gibbs here. But I don't know. I think that he should be quite a bit later, like I was saying a little bit ago. I have him at 185. He goes at 171. Or he doesn't go at 171. He goes at, yeah, he does. He goes at 171. So that was at ADP. Like, I could have taken him there. I don't think it was the single worst pick I could have done. But I do need to leverage a little bit off of the Omar Cooper stuff because I'm pretty heavily invested in Omar Cooper. I think having some shares of Adonai Mitchell makes some sense. I do like Adonai Mitchell as a prospect. I thought he was a fun prospect. I thought that he looked a lot worse than he really is, just like Xavier Worthy because of Quinn Ewers. Maybe that was wrong. Maybe they both just suck. Maybe that was what was going on. Maybe it wasn't that, but yeah. That's where we differ. Our player takes are usually the same, but I do not respect the market. I'm trying to beat the market. Got it. Well, I also like I'm giving my rankings out to people too. If I wasn't giving my rankings out to people, I probably wouldn't do it as much as like, because I'm also giving my rankings out to people, I do bake it in a little bit. And I do think, like, in a world where any of these players could just get 24 points, a lot of these players could just get 24 points in any given week and be a guy you kind of needed, like, I'm okay, like, trying to get a share or two of these players. Let's go. Yeah, let's go with Tank Dell. Let's double up Houston here. All right, so I think we might do another draft. I haven't decided yet. I kind of want to. Yeah, we're going to do another, depending on how long it takes me to review the teams. We will do one more. We got to do Bukowski's, JT's, Lute's, Nice and Blunt, mine, and Paul's. I can't remember. I think, was Rick Cruiser? Yeah, so and the 12 hole. Got to the 12 holes as well. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams to review. Half the lobby. Look at that. We got half the lobby in here. We got so all good. That's a really good question. It would be the funniest possible outcome, and we do need corner help. The problem is he's probably going to get placed on the commissioner's exempt list before a team signs him. And if he's on the exempt list, no team's going to sign him until it's over, right? It's kind of like, and so I think that may happen. Skip me to save time. Got it? Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing another one. And by the way, if you guys are new to the channel and you haven't hit the sub, that would be much appreciated. We will be doing a 24-hour live stream at 1,000 subs. And that is gated by NFL kickoff. We'll definitely do a long stream even after kickoff, but it probably won't be able to be 24 hours. Unless we wait till next year in big board season or something. So there is a player I was kind of hoping to get here. It's Christian Kirk. Like, to get a stack with Brock Purdy. If we don't get it, it's perfectly fine. I'll just take Tyquan Thornton. I thought I had more Thornton, actually. I need to get that number up. I must just have a bunch of them on DraftKings. So the team, we got a 3-5-8-2 here. We got Brock Purdy, Baker Mayfield, and Daniel Jones. Running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs, DeAndre Swift, Tony Pollard, Tyron Tracy, Zach Charbonnet. Wide receivers, George Pickens, Rashee Rice, Jordan Addison, Jaden Higgins, Adonai Mitchell, Ted Hurst, Tank Dell, Christian Kirk. Tight end, Colson Loveland, and Tyler Warren. Like, pretty fun team. We don't have a Browns bringback. We have some bringbacks in games that we don't have the head on. Like, we have a bunch of stacks, and then we have some bringbacks, but we don't have, like, we're basically in on the Detroit-Chicago game, but we don't have the head to the games that we have stacks to. So I like the team overall. I think it's pretty solid. I think it has a really high chance to advance, but I also it doesn't have bringbacks, which is fine, right? Like I don't need bringbacks in every single roster, and this one honestly feels good enough. Let's see how Paul's auto draft went. We got a 2-5-8-3. We got Jalen Hurts, Trevor Lawrence, Bijan Robinson, Mason Algier, Brian Robinson, Katron Allen. Honestly, feels fine. Doesn't feel amazing, but feels fine. Wide receiver, Nico Collins, Chris Olave, Devontae Adams, JMO, Jacoby Myers, Ricky Pearsall, Casey Concepcion, Pat Bryant. Tight ends, Brent Strange, Colby Parkinson, and Jake Tonjes. Very solid for like you even got the stack here. That feels good. You got the stack, you got the bring back, you got the Pearsall bring back on Naked Hurts. Actually, pretty fun team for an auto draft. We got Nice and Blunt here. Always makes me laugh when I feel like I'm taking 12%, but I have 21% on the site and 3%. Yeah, like that's. Well, I feel like I'm like 4 or 5% on Thornton, not 1.1. You know, like I know I've clicked them. I know I have bags of them in pre-draft. Legion, if you start auto in fanspeak draft, I will find you, sir, and it will not be good. I mean, he already just takes Scatabo every draft, right? We got Nice and Blunt, a 2-6-7-3. We got Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, Derrick Henry, RJ Harvey, Blake Corum, Aaron Jones, Keaton Mitchell, and Sean Tucker. Keaton Mitchell at the correct price. I actually really like this RB room. Derrick Henry, anchor, Harvey, Corum, Jones is a very fun mix. Like to be sure to get a guy through. And then Keaton Mitchell, whatever, and Sean Tucker, like with the contingent upside, like with the Bucky stuff, feels good. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins didn't get the quarterback, but that's fine. You got Luther Burden and Caleb Williams. Jalen Waddle, Travis Hunter, Jalen Noel, Keenan Allen. I still haven't selected Keenan Allen. Maybe it's the death of me. We'll find out. I do think that Chicago is a possible landing spot for Keenan. I will say that. Mark Andrews, Juwan Johnson, and Dalton Schultz. Yeah, I figured as much. I wasn't upset I didn't get Caleb. Like, it kind of sucked, but I didn't expect it when I knew the Burden drafter went right in front of you. We got Lutz here. We got Drake May, Jared Goff, and Bryce Young. Running backs, Travion Henderson, David Montgomery, Rico Dowdle, Isaiah Pacheco, Ray Davis, and Jaden Blue. Fully off Malik Davis, fully in on Jaden Blue. RB2 in Dallas does need to be valued. Wide receiver, his ADP is already 203. That's wild. Wide receiver, Puka Nacua, Devonta Smith, Marvin Harrison, Jalen Coker, Juwan Jennings, Jerry Jeudy, Calvin Ridley, Brock Bowers, and Sam Laporta. So we got Drake May with the A.J. Brown. Oh, no, you don't have. I thought you had A.J. Brown. My bad. Drake May is just the second best quarterback pick on the board. So it is what it is. Actually, third best. Because it's Jada Daniels, then Lamar, then Drake May. Right? Jared Goff, Bryce Young. So you just took the value. Okay, yeah, you got Laporta down here. Very, very strong team, once again, by Lutz. JT said to skip him. We got Bukowski. We got a 3-5-7-3. We got Jackson Dart, Matthew Stafford, and Geno Smith. Running back, James Cook, Kyron Williams, Cam Scatabo, Jonah Coleman, Tank Bigsby. Very strong. Strong up here, too. I love the Scatabo Dart pairing. Jefferson, Brian Thomas, Jordan Addison, Chris Godwin, Matthew Golden, Isaac Tesla, Elijah Surratt, Isaiah Likely for the double. Or was that the triple? It is the double. Dalton Kincaid fell a little bit. I'm starting to get bullish on Kincaid and Mike Gesicki. That's a pretty fun team. Some asshole took Adonai Mitchell way above ADP. So you kind of got screwed there. But Geno Smith is the Week 17 bring back to Justin Jefferson. Now, you just have to hope that it's somebody Like maybe like Geno Smith in the past has had a rushing game or two, but he's basically just there to give you points in case Dart gets hurt, right? So I like this team as well. And then we got Dak. I never see the fraud draft Kyler. Keenan's obvious landing spot are the reasons I'm a little light on Lad Luther. I take more Luther because of a single week upside. But I fully don't think that this year that the Chargers are a landing spot for Keenan. I really do not believe that Keenan Allen will be a Charger. I think Keenan Allen could be a Niner. I think Keenan Allen could be a Bear. I think Keenan Allen could go to the Commanders. I could also see Keenan Allen go to the Ravens. But I don't think that the Chargers are one of those teams. I could even see Keenan Allen go to Philadelphia, weirdly. But it kind of sounds like McDaniel really likes the three wide receivers they have, and they want to use Brendan Thompson as well. So I don't see it. Yeah, that would be an awesome. Well, what's funny about that is that like completely kills Josh Downs, right? Like Josh Downs is so dead if that happens, because Josh Downs actually if Keenan Allen goes there, like Keenan Allen's a better version of what Josh Downs is, right? Like in the past. And Keenan Allen actually has played outside before, which Josh Downs has never done. And when Alec Pierce comes back, like Alec Pierce is like the clear winner. 19 or 20%. So we got Dak here. We got a 3-5-7-3. We got Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Sam Darnold. Running back, Saquon Barkley, Omarion Hampton, Jonathan Brooks, Emmett Johnson, and DeMont Claiborne. Wide receivers, Tedero McMillan, Malik Neighbors, Parker Washington, Xavier Worthy, Wandale Robinson, Rashid Shaheed, Brian Flournoy. Tight end, Jake Ferguson, AJ Barner, and David Njoku. This is a very strong quarterback room. Taking the fall on Darnold, like, why not, right? Like, why would you not do that? Especially if you already had Shaheed. Like, there's zero reason to not do that. You pulled Worthy up. I don't even hate it. This wide receiver room looks solid enough to maybe be able to get Neighbors through. The 3 of 12 does help that as well. This running back room feels very, very solid. Like, you got your double anchor. You got your upside swing there, and then you got some hopes and prayers at the end of the draft. I like it. I liked all the teams. I thought all the teams were built well. But we are going to do another little Dalmatian, everybody, and we're going to jump in 15 seconds.
We never leave the rhyme. Fury, endless, relentless, fantasy, reigns. Who waits? Immortal.
Okay, that's respectable. I have so much Downs. Keenan going to Inwood. Yeah, that's how I was last year. I had 19% Adam Thielen because he was like, I was fully fading. I was in on the Panthers offense. I had 19% Adam Thielen because he was a Panther, and I had like 10% Jalen Coker because I like the Bryce backstack. And then Thielen gets traded and not used at all. And Coker gets hurt like 2 days after the trade. So it like completely it ruined so much. Like, was Thielen hurt? No. But if Thielen stayed on the Panthers, he would have probably smashed. At least smashed early in the season. And I was actually drafting Thielen specifically to get my rookies through. So it was pretty hard. It sucked. So we got the 110. We got Kale here at the 11. Welcome. We got Nice Blood at the 6. Peanut Punch at the 5. We got JT at the 3. We got Big Sweezy at the 1. Literally, Just got notification of 3 different contests being tossed on DraftKings or on Underdog. I don't check notifications. It is what it is. Once it's tossed, you can't look at it. So like whatever, right? Are we gonna get CMC? Are we gonna get CMC? Are we gonna get a CMC share, or are we gonna get the player we actually want in CD Lamb? We're drafting on the right. All right, we get CD Lamb. DK got it. I mean, it's actually a good thing that DK is finally starting to do that. That's another thing. Like, Emo Cowboys, like, Keenan Allen is my top owned receiver, is the ugliest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, I love Emo, but man, that is not a place I personally want to be. Of course, I can't get Hampton now. I mean, I just take Barkley if Barkley goes, but I know Kale likes Barkley, so probably he doesn't. All right, we'll just go Lamb Barkley here. It's fine. Definitely not scared of Keenan being relevant. More scared that, like, the thing is right, like, I'm mostly scared of Keenan showing up somewhere and taking targets away from somebody I like, you know? It's not that I think Keenan Allen's going to go in and crush me, but this exact kind of thing, right? Like, if he goes to the Bears, I don't think it really affects things. I honestly think that if he goes to the Bears, Luther Burden falls in price just a little bit, and it makes it a really fun pick. But I don't. So, like, that's kind of what I'm hoping. I hope he goes to the Bears and we get that, you know. The fact that most of the teams that he would go to, he's just going to take some targets away from the number ones we like. And stylistically, Indy and Downs, like, if they sign Keenan number 1, it's a pretty bearish thing for Alec Pierce. But at the same time, like, Alec Pierce and Josh Downs, or Alec Pierce and Keenan Allen aren't stylistically the same. So when Alec Pierce comes back, it's actually kind of good for him, right? And I agree. I think the Colts make the most sense. And I also don't think Keenan wants to go to a place that plays outdoors, right? And if he goes to the Colts, he gets to play indoors. Like, yes, Indy's not like the best weather in the world, but it is an indoor stadium. And I think at Keenan's age and his career, I think that's something that he will care about. You know, I have done that. Let's go ahead and take T. Higgins. I like the T. Higgins price. And we might, like, I don't think I'll take Josh Allen again. We might not. I kind of just want to go Scatabo. I've only got 13% of my Scatabo shares with Lamb. I would like that number to be slightly higher. I'd like it to be like 15% feels kind of good there. 15 to 20% is honestly where I'd like to be. I do think that, like, I do take Javonte for the team stack, though, if it is there instead. And I do like the Josh Jacobs click a lot. All right, so I know I talked yesterday about having Jacobs ahead of Scatabo, but that is on non-CD landings. Keenan's age, so funny because most of us are. Right, but, like, we're talking about age in respect to football players. Yeah, exactly. Like, Tennessee being, like, the bad weather team, you know? Like, doesn't feel the worst. That is a good point. Keenan to the Colts would reunite him with Shane Steichen. I actually forgot that Steichen started in at the Chargers. I actually forgot about that. That's actually a good. I forgot all about I didn't realize that Steichen started there. So that's news to me, honestly. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reviews this time. Yeah, I've been doing all kinds of other stuff, like messing around with AI art and stuff. I've been working on I can't get it perfect yet, but you'll see the vision here in a second. I'll show it to you, but I can't get it to do exactly what I want. You know, I should be able to get one of these wide receivers back, so let's just take Bashal Tootin. Keenan just needs to call the Rams. Well, that's the other thing too. Like, I think the Rams are such a good spot for him. So let's go with Jordan Tyson here. I could do Burrow. I think I want Jordan Tyson. All right, so this is the art I think I'm going to go with for Kansas City. I really like it, except the fact that I can't get the arrowhead to be correct on the back end, but I think it's fine enough. I think you get the resemblance, right? But it not being flat right there really bothers me, and I've tried a lot to mess with that. I can't get it to work. I also have these were the original, which are pretty cool. I'll use that for the matchups. Blood clot equals Tyson. He also what about hamstring? If Keenan goes to the Colts, then next year get ready for the trifecta of Charger greats. They're gonna sign Tomlinson. There's no real tying him to Indy beyond X accounts deep diving. Got it. Maybe. Hamstring equals Juwan season. I hope hamstring equals Bryce Lance season. The Rams would have their half dozen tight ends mutiny if Keenan was signed. McVay is the last person on earth who wants to scrap reinventing 12 personnel. I don't know. I don't know, man. What do we have over here? Kale has that. I don't know this drafter over here, but they are kind of going by ADP. Do I want to put... So I don't get a push Dak Prescott? So we just take naked Herbert, right? When in doubt, take naked Herbert. If you had Ladd, I apologize. Oh, you passed on Ladd. You deserve it. Got it. Deserved. So, ADP here. I kind of want to just pull up Worthy here, honestly. Um, I think it's fine. I think it's pretty fine there. Like, this is where Quentin Johnson should be going. You don't spend your capital on clarity for. Well, I mean, they went out and signed Higbee back, and then did that. You know, like, Nega Herbert is sexy. He's good at football too. True, very true. A plus on both accounts. So for the audio listeners, we have a 1-3-4-0. We have Justin Herbert naked. Saquon Barkley, Cam Scatterbo, Bashaw Tootin. Wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb, T. Higgins, Short Tyson, and Xavier Worthy. I doubt I get Jackson Dart back because of the auto drafts. I assume there's some auto drafters in here, and we have 3 no Badgers. And like Snow King is he auto drafting? He's not auto drafting. All right, he's not. We might have a chance. Nega Herbert would definitely sell some calendars. I'd be a buyer. Yeah, we got. So I'm gonna have to probably pull Trey Harris up or take a Rondé Gadsden. Both of them feel ugly. Like, I mean, this price on Laporta is pretty good. I do like the Laporta price. I don't know. I think I just take Brock Purdy and hope to get Kittle back. Okay, so we can't do that. We'll take Kyle Pitts if it comes back around. If it doesn't, we go with, I think we just do the George Kittle thing if it doesn't, right? I think this is just a tight end pick. So, pull up Keaton. It seems like a great pick at this price. I'm gonna pass. I'm sure the member stream later we're gonna be pulling up Keaton Mitchell. I'm sure that's going to be a thing. Do I do Kittle here or do I do Gainwell? I think I do Kittle. Kittle correlated with Saquon Barkley. I'm not like fading Saquon, but I'm not on board with he needs to be solidly like number 13. I know a lot of the big rankings places have Saquon pretty high. I'm still Hampton and Walker over him. And like for the feels, like I have Barkley ranked higher, but I honestly just hope he goes. And I pull Walker. Like, I like these 3. I like Walker, Chase Brown, and Hampton just as much as Barkley. And Derrick Henry's very close to that. Like, I'm not opposed to pulling Henry up either. Achan's the one that I don't hate, but I think that he solidly needs to be back here where he's going now. Like, I'm probably going to be back in if he's pick after pick 18. Like, if he starts going after this other tier, like after Walker, Chase Brown, Barkley, and Hampton every draft, I'll probably end up around 80, like around the field with him the rest of the summer. So, because I want to be in, like, I like Achane as a player. I've been well overweight the last couple of years on Achane. It feels bad to be this out on Miami. That was something else Rich Rebar was saying, like that how out he is on Achane. which I fully kind of agree with. Like just how the touchdowns don't seem like they're going to be there, you know, which is something he's going to need. How, man, that's a nice fall on Jared Goff. Like, yeah, I would have just taken naked Jared Goff there too. We're going to do something we don't usually do, guys. We're going to hopefully get an Isaiah Likely share. I guess I'm about 6%. Let's get Isaiah Likely. And I wouldn't mind any of these 3 picks. And if those 3 picks are gone, I don't know. I think I take Coker over Malik. I mean, we have the double anchor here with CeeDee Lamb and T. Higgins, and we have some young, possible, like, cheap players here. I think this is the order, which means that Malik is off the board at the moment. I do want to not be underweight Shaheed, but I also don't like their playoff schedule. People don't understand how many targets drop off to a check down for Malik. Oh my God, Red Blitz. Yeah, I fully agree with that, right? Like, that's one of the reasons I'm kind of hesitant on it. That matters less in underdog, though, right? It definitely matters a lot less in underdog. But Achane is amazing at football. So, yeah. Yeah, Malik will actually help run. Right. Yeah, that is for sure. That is for sure. Malik will help, yeah. The problem is like if they don't get first downs, they're not going to be able to stay on the field long enough to get yards. And I know Peppertoni is in on Malik as a thrower. I'm not. Like I've looked at it. I didn't like what I saw. He's fine. But that's it to me. Fine. Like, and by fine I mean like he's better than JJ McCarthy. Like Dima in Chicago with Nagy. Right, yeah. Well, we don't know anything about the coaching staff in Miami either, right? Because it's the Packers guys coming over. Like Halfley, we don't know much about him. So, and we don't know what their offense coordinator is going to, like, what they're really going to do when they get the reins, you know? So I am a little, like, I'm curious how it all plays out, to be honest with you. Like, I'm very curious. All right, so I mean, Gadsden to be like the perfect tight end to fit in here. So he goes. So we're just going to take Trey Harris. We're going to get the sack. We're going to force it in. I actually don't hate it. I feel very strong. Like, I feel good with these 3 running backs, to be honest with you. I think those 2 quarterbacks are good enough to stop. This is not going to be a Tank Bigsby or a Charbonnet team. I have all of the tight ends ranked here. So we're going to take one of these guys. Sadiq is the one I have the least of. I don't have any playoff correlation with those guys specifically. Actually, you know what? Let's just take Flournoy and do the double Dallas thing. Because we got Likely here. So let's do the double Dallas thing. We got Likely plus Scatabo. We got the double Dallas. We can add Malachi Fields. Malachi Fields at the end of this draft. Go two more running backs, or one tight end, a couple running backs down at the end, and then Malachi Fields or something. Feels solid. What's up, Cade? Yeah, so we're gonna do a members only stream after this. I've kind of went over it a couple times. So those of you who have stayed, at 7:30 p.m. Central, so in 1 hour, we're going to go live, going to kind of go over the rules, going to have a 50-50 split equity with the chat. Chat's going to help, and by help, I mean mostly make all the picks. I'm going to do my best to parse through it and take the pick that the chat wants the most. I'm going to have a couple overrides. I'm going to do 2 overrides, mostly for structural reasons or to make sure we get a stack or something. It's going to be a BBM. We're going to put a vote up at the beginning of the stream. It'll be 3, 5, 10, or 20. That'll be the number of people that we're going to roll that gets the shared equity. The members get to decide how many members get the equity. It'll be after anything after the BBM final. Once you get to the it'll be finals equity, right? If you get to the finals, you have equity in it. So that's the plan. And we're not going to roll the names until after the draft. That way people who didn't get in aren't trolling. I mean, if they want to troll and possibly get in, that's fine, Yeah, let's just take AJ Barner. I like AJ Barner. Time to put good use to this self-inflicted Bimby. Oh yeah, that's right. You gifted it. Evening, boys and girls. How we doing? Name no one cares about. So, all right. So, I'm starting to get really, really big bags of Katron Allen. I don't necessarily think it's wrong. Emmett Johnson's ADP is this high. Let's just take Ray Day. I'm going to take Ray Day this time. I kind of just like those guys at the end all the same now. Emmett Johnson, I do lean, but I have a bunch of Emmett Johnson with Justin Herbert, so I don't really I want to mix those up at the end a little more. How y'all doing this Independence Day week? I'm doing good. Glad Underdog posted a low staker in the lobby to blast on. The problem is that it's going to be all blasted out in probably 48 hours. I bet my Wednesday stream there aren't any available, right? I bet there's none available this week. All right, so we wanted to get Malachi Fields on this team for sure. I really like those guys. Kamani Vidal is the talk of the town. We're going to put him first. If y'all want Kamani Vidal, take him now. It's all good. I feel like this stream needs to end with one of these last picks being Vidal. Feels fitting, doesn't it? Feels very fitting for anybody who's been watching. And by the way, if you guys just popped in, if you can smash the like, that'd be fantastic. If you're new and you haven't subbed yet and you've enjoyed the content, go ahead and hit the sub. I go live every Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. Central. We go live every Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Central. And this week, we're going to do a longer live stream on Friday. Probably go live at like 2 p.m., maybe. Probably not 2. I don't want to interrupt a fan speak. Probably 3 p.m. We might go live an hour early and go kind of long. And then we're also off on Sunday. We're going to do a long stream on Sunday. I think I'm going to go live at like 4 p.m. in the afternoon on Sunday. And I think I'm going to just blast draft for like 6 hours. I think I'm just going to do the thing. So we're going to stream all week. We're going to be here for a while. It's going to be fun. Hopefully it's a good week. Click the thumbs up, viewers. Help support the authentic content. Absolutely. All right, so Malachi Fields would be the best pick for me. Absolutely. Let's do it. All right, we got a 2-5-8-3 here. We got Justin Herbert, Jackson Dart. I think it's very fine to stop these two quarterbacks. We get a fall on Jackson Dart. We have the team stack and the bring back. Very fun. We built out the Herbert back stack. Almost got Gadsden back after ADP as well. We got Saquon Barkley, Cam Scatabo, Bashaw Tootin, Ray Davis, and Kamani Vidal. Kind of very much leaning in on the year 2 breakouts. We have the anchor in Barkley. We got CeeDee Lamb, T. Higgins, Jordan Tyson, Xavier Worthy, Stephon Diggs, Trey Harris, Ryan Flournoy, and Malachi Fields. Tight ends, George Kittle, Isaiah Likely for the stack, and A.J. Barner. So we got a triple stack in with the Giants. And then we got a single stack here with Herbert. But we got the Week 17 bring back with Xavier Worthy. We got the double bring back with CeeDee Lamb and Ryan Flournoy, which is also a team stack. Feels really fun, honestly. I like it a lot. We also have our round 1 pick correlated with the Week 17 game on George Kittle. So it is a pretty fun little squad we got here. When Squeezy makes his pick, we will review JT's team. We got a 3-6-6-3 here. We got Cam Ward, CJ Stroud, Aaron Rodgers. Running backs, Jeremiah Love, Tony Pollard, J.K. Dobbins, Jordan Mason, Tyrone Tracy, Eli Heidenreich. Heidenreich in this contest probably going to be very low owned. I actually like that pick, especially on Aaron Rodgers' team. Hey, thanks for the jewels, Cade. Thanks for the jewel. I can't bring them up. They don't show up in StreamYard, but thank you. I see it on the other screen. Wide receivers, Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, Devontae Adams, Parker Washington, Michael Pittman, Darnell Mooney. Honestly, that feels solid enough to stop at 6 for sure. I think that's a good spot to stop at 6. Loveland, Schultz, Freiermuth, very strong there too. I actually really like this team, JT. Very strong. You punted the quarterbacks, but you did get there at every position. Like punting quarterback, it is a thing that has worked in the past. What's up, No Cap? We're about to we're reviewing these teams and we're wrapping up. We're doing the member stream in an hour. If you check out the thumbnail and the description, it'll kind of tell you the idea of what we're doing. I've went over it a couple times. So we got a 2-6-8-2. If you have any questions, you can ask. Joe Burrow, Matthew Stafford, Derrick Henry, Bucky Irving, Chris Rodriguez, Dylan Sampson, Emma Johnson, Jaden Blue, Puka Nacua, Terry McLaurin. Puka Nacua, like what? Where did you get Joe Burrow? 68. Puka, Terry, Godwin, Ricky Pearsall, Travis Hunter, Trey Tucker, Adonai Mitchell, Dontavian Wicks, Trey McBride, and Mark Andrews. Did you auto this? I'm just curious, like the naked Joe Burrow, is it for the Derrick Henry bring back? I'm kind of curious what happened there, Peanut. let us know. We got nice and blunt here. 3573. Drake May, Caleb Williams, Jared Goff. Running backs, Devon Achane, Breece Hall, DeAndre Swift, Aaron Jones, Brian Robinson. That's pretty fun. I really want to get some Achane, so I'm glad he's falling. And Breece fell a little bit. So for this contest, that might be unique, but who knows? JSN, Garrett Wilson, Josh Downs, Matthew Golden, Jalen McMillan, Isaac Teslaw, and Keenan Allen once again. They just jamming Keenan Allen. Are you going to have 100% Keenan Allen in this contest? Hunter Henry, Terrence Ferguson, and Greg Dulcich. So you're wish casting the Caleb Williams thing again. It looks like I think it makes sense to do that kind of stuff in a time box like this. Then we got Kale, another member. Okay, got it. 80% top. JT should have taken Goff over Tracy. I do agree, but all in all, the team was pretty solid, right? We got a 3-5-8-2 by Kale here. 3 quarterbacks with Josh Allen, but it's because it's Tua and Gino. I think three's deserved there for sure. Just make sure one of them's there by week 7, right? Just give me one guy week 7. James Cook for the stack, RJ Harvey, Keaton Mitchell, Woody Marks, Tajay Spears. I just did this same kind of draft to where it was Jonathan Taylor, RJ Harvey, Keaton Mitchell. The problem is I didn't get Woody Marks as well. I actually had Tajay Spears on the team. I went 6 in that build. And it was also a Josh Allen team. So it's kind of funny that you did this. Drake London, Malik Neighbors, Cardell Tate, Brian Thomas, Jacoby Myers, Jalen Naylor, Zachariah Branch, and Elijah Surratt. Tight end, Tucker Kraft, and Kyle Pitts. Are you trying to copy the draft I done earlier? Because that draft I had Kyle Pitts and Tucker Kraft as well. So, common picks of my first draft, Kyle Pitts, Tucker Kraft, Jalen Naylor, who I don't take much. He also fell in mine. I don't think I got Tate, but we had Tajay Spears, Keaton Mitchell, RJ Harvey, James Cook, and Josh Allen. So if that team does well, my team might do well. So good luck. But that's it for today's regular stream. And 50 minutes, we're going to have a live stream over on the member side, members only. If you are a member, definitely go check that out. It should be a lot of fun. It also gives you a little, some people some equity. So good luck to everybody during that stream. I hope it's a really fun time. I hope it's a blast. I hope the members enjoy it. If you're new to the channel and you're not a member, go ahead and hit the sub. I go live daily. See y'all later. See you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central. Peace.